Going back to the beginning of the season, I think one of the big questions of this team was like, who's going to stand out at wide receiver? It feels like these last couple of weeks specifically, there's been some guys that have separated themselves. What has kind of your part in the development of the wide receivers been? What has that been like over the course of the season?
Yeah, I think those receivers have really taken it head on, and they've really taken each and every opportunity to go out there and show what they can do. I think guys have really stepped up when their name's called, and I think those guys, you never know when your name's going to be called, but I think they've always been ready, and no matter what, like I've said all year, I don't care who's out there at receiver. I think all these guys can make plays, so got to give all these guys chances.
And just from your perspective, what is it like kind of developing that relationship with each individual receiver, just knowing tendencies, knowing what different guys are good at? Like, it feels like, a guy like DJ Miller, like he can high point the ball. And you've used that, obviously, these last couple weeks. So how does that development work as well?
Yeah, I think you just got to build that chemistry, and that comes through taking snaps together, live snaps, live reps. And I think everybody's seen our growth throughout these games, throughout the year. And I think that that kind of really shows our growth. Me giving guys opportunities and them going up and get the ball. We've both been doing our jobs great, and I think we can really continue to get better in a lot of areas.
There's been a lot of improvement, obviously, you said, in your game and in the run game. Talk about what you've seen out of your O-line and their growth over the season.
Oh yeah, they've been great, and that's them just really diving into the game plan, diving into third downs, diving into protection, week in, week out, really sticking together as a group and building that chemistry throughout the year. They're playing really well together right now. All five guys are really in sync, communicating really well. And I'm super proud of those guys, and I feel really comfortable being back there behind them for sure.
How much would you say that internal clock has changed for you since the start of the season?
Yeah, no, I've made a big improvement on that. Getting the ball out, getting in guys' hands, allowing them to make plays, and stepping up when I need to, and creating vertical runs for sure.
When we've asked about the defense, Bush and Jager both said their front seven doesn't mean things always shifting. So how's it been for you as the quarterback adjusting to what could be a very unique defense that you've never seen?
Yeah, obviously we're just taking this week like we have any other week, taking it like an SEC game, taking it like any other opponent we play, preparing the exact same way. We don't take anything lightly. We don't take these guys. We don't take this game for granted or anything like that. We're acting like they're another SEC opponent. And they do a lot of complicated stuff on defense. They do a lot of different things, but I think the key for us is just being able to stick to who we are and play our ball.
Talk about the seniors and just what you've learned from that senior class.
Yeah, all around, every position, both sides of the ball. We have a lot of great seniors on this team, and they've really stepped up in a lot of leadership roles and kind of taken this team over. And, we're really grateful for our seniors. We lost 2 on defense this week, and I really feel for those guys. And I'm just super proud of everybody who's been able to step up and fill in roles and just make us better overall.
You were talking about not being worried about any kind of letdown. When a team comes in and you hear they've won 15 in a row, I imagine that gets your equipment or gets your attention pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. They've played a good brand of ball in their league so far, and we got to come in here and do our job and kind of just handle business. And I think, like I said, treat them like another SEC opponent. They're a good ball club, and we're going to come in here and play our ball and just kind of stick to who we are.
Very good. All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Questions when you're ready.
Jager, you're a Kentucky kid. You know how big beating Florida is. So how are you all using this momentum going into this undefeated Tennessee Tech team?
Yeah, I think, obviously an awesome win last weekend, but, something that's like always preached just every year really is a big thing Coach Stoops talked about is, you got to have a quick memory, whether it's a good win, or bad loss. So we're moving on from it, focused on Tennessee Tech because, obviously being 10-0, that's really impressive, and they do a lot of confusing stuff up front, stuff like that. So we're focused on them.
Bush kind of mentioned how their front seven kind of always is moving and does confusing stuff. So how has the O-line been prepping for this tough defense and this unique looking defense?
Yeah, I think really the only way to prep for it is just see it as many times as you possibly can. They're going to have new stuff just like everyone else. There's going to be stuff that you're going to have to adjust to on the fly, but they do a really good job of causing confusion and when they get to their place, disrupting stuff. So we got to be prepared for it and just keep repping it every day until the game. So.
I feel like last week was probably the most complete game for the offensive line. It seems like y'all grown every single week.
Yep.
Do you feel like that Florida game was your all's best game so far, and where do you all take it from there?
Yeah, I think in regards to protecting the quarterback for sure. I feel like we've been able to run the ball pretty well all year and just been trying to build on that every week. So last week I felt like we did take it. I mean, Coach Wolf told us we took a step forward protecting Cutter and giving him the time that he needs because obviously he's extremely special when he has the time and can really let that thing rip. So yeah, we're just going to keep building each week, trying to get better every.
All right, questions when ready?
JJ, the theme over the past couple of weeks talking with Bush and Stoops has been the growth of the team, and obviously offensively on Saturday against Florida was a big explosion. What has been the biggest difference you think that you've seen in the offense to allow all these points to start coming up?
I would say personally just everybody really buying in. After those first couple of losses, we really came in together as a team, talked about it, evaluated what we need to do. And I feel like ever since that point, we've just been making steps towards progress.
I think you've got 3 touchdowns and 5 catches. What is it about your knack for getting in the end zone when you get those opportunities?
I'm not sure what it is, but I'm blessed with the opportunity to have those. So looking forward to keeping those going.
What were you thinking on Saturday when you reached over the goal line? Bush said that's a great play when it works, and when it doesn't, it's maybe an issue there.
In the moment and how it looks on video is 2 different things. All I remember is I caught the ball, then I turned around, and there was the pylon, but it felt like it happened in slow motion. And then you go look on the video, it was instantaneously like that. So, I'm just blessed to be in the opportunity and just be able to make a play for the team.
From a wide receiver standpoint, what's your favorite thing about the way Cutter's playing right now?
I would say we get opportunities. As a receiver, we love those. We don't really need much. We just need an opportunity. And, as you guys have been seeing lately, we've been making plays. So I'm very proud of him.
How's the receiving group as a whole kind of developed? Because it hasn't been just one guy. There's been a lot of guys that have stepped up these last couple weeks.
Yeah, I would say everybody's bought in. Obviously, as you guys seen, we have guys everywhere on the field that's making plays from seniors to freshmen. So we just come in every day and work. It's pretty much what it is. It's no type of magic sauce or anything to it, just hardcore blue-collar work.
What is your mentality? You had the one near miss in the opener that got overturned, and it took a while to get another opportunity. Just how did you kind of stay motivated for that?
I've been in the game for a long time, so I would just say just chop wood, carry water. It's pretty much what it is for everything, every game, every week. Just continue to get better. Obviously, you have your days and your weeks, but just keeping the main thing the main thing.
Is Tennessee Tech as their secondary showing you anything unique that you all haven't seen before that y'all are trying to prepare for?
I would say we talked about it earlier. They have a very young DC. He's gonna come out, throw some different stuff at us that we haven't seen before, and just really it's gonna be a random defense. He's gonna throw a lot of stuff at us. So we'll be prepared, like we always are. We're gonna go to work pretty much the same. We'll see. It'll be a fun game.
This is a rare kind of opponent, and mid-November undefeated FCS, but a top 5 FCS team. How excited are the guys kind of for this, say, unique challenge for this team coming in?
Yeah. You usually don't see games like this later in the season, but I'm pretty sure everybody's excited. They're coming in undefeated. We've been hot for the past 2 weeks, so it'll be a great game. But we're going to treat it like every other game, like we do. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves because that's how you trip up and fall. So we're going to just take it one step at a time.
Good? All right, thanks, JJ.
Thank you.